Welcome to the CC United slideshow to increase positional awareness throughout the 11 and 12 age group. This slideshow will not only be part of player evaluations for 12-year-old players and older, as on day 2 of tryouts they will be trying out for a position, but it will improve our team's effectiveness as our players will have a greater understanding of each player's role, both in attack and defense. This slideshow is in regard of our outside defenders in our left and our right. The role of the outside defenders is to make diamonds with the central players, as seen here with our left and right defender making a diamond with our central defender 4 and our central midfielder 5. They are also responsible for making triangles with the wide players, as shown here with the ball at the central defender and the shape of a triangle being made with the left midfielder, centre midfielder. It is important that CC United teams are comfortable playing out of the back when other teams play direct and turners. Here in this slide, the goalkeeper has received a pass back and we are trying to play out the back, and the right defender is in no position to support. The left defender must support at an angle that is away from red pressure here, giving red pressure 2 options. If red pressure goes high and marks the left defender, we have a clear path to our left midfielder. If our left defender stays central, blocking the pass to the left midfielder, then our left defender will be open to receive a pass and can create the numerical advantage 2v1 out wide. The outside defender's role is to support 2 people. 1 will be the central defender, but 2, as in shown in this slide, will be the outside midfielder. As the outside midfielder advances up the field, the outside defender follows, but follows with enough without getting too close to provide an outlet pass and an option to switch the field. As you see with this position here, the outside defender is making a triangle with the striker, the forward, and the left midfielder, and is making a diamond with the centre midfielder also. One very important role of the outside defender is to overlap the outside midfielder. An overlap is when the outside defender runs past the outside midfielder to try and unbalance the opposing defense. It is important that the outside midfielder recognizes visual cues for the overlap. Here the outside midfielder is in possession of the ball and dribbles the ball inside. This creates space for the outside defender to advance into and to receive a pass. One of the other important roles for our outside midfielder is to create numerical advantage in wide channels. Here the outside defender is creating a 2v1 situation with the opposing outside midfielder. Here we see the fullback in the final third in a position that is creating 2v1 against the opposing red right defender. This is affecting the central defender for red and possibly creating space for 8, which is our striker. If the central defender for red comes across to balance out the 2v1, making it 2v2, this leaves 8 free in a central area to receive a pass and go straight to goal. If red central defender stays away from the 2v1, and our fullback would look to wall pass with 7 being played through this gap, and we would have 2 targets to hit in our central midfielder and striker in the box from across. The role of the fullback at CC United is a very important one, as we encourage our teams when turned against other opponents that play direct to play back to the goalkeeper, and as we encourage our starting play to come from the back. Our fullbacks provide width and an angle of support away from the goal in this key area. If our outside defenders do not get wide early enough or do not get in a good position to receive a pass, we will give the opponents more opportunities to attack our goal. Being able to play out the back, the thought process is if we are comfortable playing close to our goal, we create space in the attacking third. The secondary role of the fullback in attack is to support that wide midfielder and to create the overload in 2v1 and look to either support or overlap to eventually affect the opposing team's wide players, creating space in the central area of the field.